Oh, we'll make it work. Yeah. Hey guys, it's Dan, and welcome back to Unified Gaming. So today we're trying some New World, and as you can see, I am in a expedition. I went from a counter. The things are like well tanky. Oh, that thing hits so hard. Oh, I love the musket, it's such a cool weapon. It's obviously been phased out. That's tanky, that is definitely not easy. Has some ore as well. Oh, look at that. Oh, it is so proper hard, this is. So yeah, you should be able to hear me. If it's too loud, by the way, just message, okay? But yeah, what do you guys think of the game? I missed that shot. That one there. These things are nasty, nasty, nasty. Look at that. Oh my goodness, nasty things. A new musket, it's always good. So what do we do down here? These blue things, search for... Well, that's locked, so we can't use that. Yep. Get the water. Get the river quest. There. Where's that chest? That is well hidden, isn't it? Look at that! That is like super, super hidden. Right, we're going to move up the stairs. We'll see where everybody is. For reference, I can hear the other people in chat. But they can't hear me at the moment though, okay? He just said there's a reason we're not going upstairs. Go for the little rapier combo. Switch to musket. That there, look at that. Oh, look it. And a bone. Oh, missed a shot there. But yeah, so we're just... I do love the musket. Missed a few shots there though. There's a gem up here I've got to use. Oh, let's... Well, yep, they did not like me. Oh my goodness. The tank's doing some good aggro though. Yeah, look at that. Oh, that was good. Let me, someone's translated it. Yeah, that was good indeed. Oh, my health bar. Oh my goodness. I'll get rid of this because it keeps spawning them in, I think. There you go. Oh, that's interesting to say the least. But yeah, no, it's good. Definitely different. What they aggroed of it. He's dead. Yeah, it's quite an interesting game, New World. This is one of the expeditions. So this is like kind of the group content. There we go. Got rid of that ghosty boy. Going for the cast on there. Oh, that. Oh, that was nasty, nasty, nasty. Went for the stun there. Oh, he was not easy, was he? Oh, that's him dead. What do you guys think of this anyway? Move away from that. We get I spawn at something else. We'll reload the gun with the special bullet. So we'll go down there shortly, I think. There's a chest here. Is it part 2? Yeah. I've just put a message, okay? In the chat for people so they can see. A respawn point, which is good. I get what you mean. I think it's pronounced 12. That obviously is. You have a lot of people that are. They are kind of leaving ESO because of the performance. And obviously the issue that we have is New World works, and then the combat's actually quite fun. Like really, it's quite fast paced when you're inside it. Yeah, see, I'm not the tank. I'm the damage dealer. So I put my stun up to. Oh, he was dead. No, he was dead. Following Shade to where he's going. This is proper eerie, doesn't it? Like so eerie. You see, this is my first time here, so I don't actually know where I'm going. We're just catching up with Shade, seeing what he's doing. Get my musket out. That little bat thing is really tanky, isn't he? Like, really tanky. Put my power shot in. It was jab, 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 jab. We've got a bone. There's another thing here. How are you doing, Tragic? No, we're not. I think we're coming to the boss now. Yeah, how are you, Tragic, anyway? That is good. So this is like the PvE content, by the way, like the ESO dungeon equivalent. Oh, how did I miss a bullet bounced off? Got a little jabby, jab, 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 jab. Look at that. That thing got melted really fast. Put my little fire bullet in. Oh, he's got, did a big count his health high. So block that. That's one dead. Shoot the guy with the rifle. You're a mark. Get closer. My little jab. That little rapier jab combo is brutal. Yeah, I love puppies. You're right. That name always makes me chuckles. Yeah, that's not a boss. That's literally like a mini boss. Like, that's not even a proper thing. We'll fight the boss in a moment. So he's making the boss thing. I haven't done this. I don't know what it is. So this is a boss in New World. Oh, get away from that. Put my food back on. So thankfully our tank is good and our heal is good. This is just an expedition. It's only level 25. You should see little ghosty things. Yeah, I'm glad I've got a gun at the moment. I'm not in that stuff. So thankfully our healer is able to keep the tank alive. So this is like one of the easiest dungeons you can get. Shade almost died to that. Oh, very near me, weren't they? I'm going to try getting some melee damage. Ghosty things, ghosty things, ghosty things. Whoop. Okay, what's the get range at this? Yeah, this like your 4-man dungeons. So they do hit hard. That guy is really like bulky, that tank of ours, obviously. Put fire bullet in. Get out of there, get out of there, get out of there. No, no, no. Oh, that was close. That was so close. I managed to get out there. Right, Ghosty Boy's dead. That was to the questions. There's not classes like as such, but there are weapons, and the weapons kind of act like your class. We've got some people coming. There's some people coming. Oh, that was nice. I think the thing's cut out there. Yeah, I was going to get a chest quick. You don't mind. So grab this chest quickly. More during the group. It's an elite supply chest. Got a leather hat that time. That's some malachite. I've got a rapier. That's more. That is a lot more damage than what I have. Yeah, we will have a little look and see if we can use that. We should be able to. So yeah, to I Love Puppies question, there isn't classes as such. That's my little rapier skill, that is. Does a lot of damage, that does. That's another item we got. The dungeons are good size, aren't they? Oh. Managed to get stunned on the ghost thing. The tank's lost aggro and I've got the ghost thing after me. Oh, he managed to get away. Put my counter stun up. Yeah, I like my snipe videos. It's kind of one with a musket on this because I'm hoping my healer can just keep us alive. That's one dead. Oh, they are like, without a healer you'll be screwed. This is almost over. I love puppies now. I can show you the weapons properly. But to your question, there's like 7 or 8 weapons. So I've chosen to use a gun and a rapier because that's kind of like the closest to the sniper. Yeah, this is the boss. Yeah, so the musket's really good single target damage. I should have said ESO gank visitors. Yeah, I know what you mean. I do play ESO as well from time to time. I will be making some new gank videos for the new patch, but it's in PTS at the moment, and it's you can never be sure how it's going to be. The whole procs critting on ESO is going to be crazy. All right, let's see. So this is the boss. This is like a boss in New World, okay? Oh my god, look at this. The Shade's gonna die. Our tank's gonna die in a moment if we're not careful. Yeah, so you want to focus the boss on this bit as much as you can. So I'm just gonna I'm going for the headshots. Let's try and get rid of this ad here. I missed that shot there. So yeah, the musket is very single target focus, as you can see. It's honestly really good. I was reading the message as well, but missed my aims. Try and get some melee damage in. So like every skill in this game feels like an ultimate in ESO. Like you have to use it properly. So I've just loaded a fire bullet into my gun. So it adds a dot to it. So that guy's like on fire now. And I get bonus damage while he's on fire. The headshot. So it is good though. The queues are awful, that's the only issue. I think Russell is right. But I think that will get fixed. ESO had massive issues when it first launched. The focus our healer. Try and get on sons. Oh my goodness. No, run away. Oh. Yeah, our tank is like doing a great job at keeping aggro on that boss. Straight in the bum. But no, it's really good. And the PvP is like really great on this. Oh damn, I missed that shot. Headshot. So yeah, it is really, really... It's very different than the ESO. Put a fire bullet in. With some melee. Move away from that, move away from that. Oh, that hit hard, that hit hard. Look at my health bar. My health bar went super down. Yeah, I'm just playing like try to keep alive. Oh, sorry, Laura came in. I was looking at that and then trying to read the chat, and yeah, hopefully I can get a heal. He's just getting a res. Oh, let's get away from there. The game's good, Splezzer. But you see, the bosses are like really. This is one of the easiest bosses in the game, by the way. So I think it lacks. I do think it lacks direction, as in like. So like when you get the world, you kind of go, oh, "Wow, like, what do I need to do?" Oh, I thought you said. Put a burn shot in. But that boss is almost dead. Alright, he's down, he's down. He was not easy, was he? That was good. Let's get our chest. There's our chest. That was what did you guys think of that? That was obviously one of the expeditions. So a lifestyle for the druid. There's a chest over here we can get. That's my heart's gem. I need that. You're critical. I think that's all of the stuff I need to do here. Yeah. Yeah, I just showed him where it was. Oh, we've done that. That's good. Can you get up there? Yeah, this place, like the exploration is great. I don't think you can go up here though on this one. No, it doesn't let you. I'll get out and I'll show you the skills and stuff. And if people have any questions about kind of just how the game works really, or sort of classes and stuff, or the lack of, then obviously I can answer that. Obviously, when you're in the middle of a dungeon or expedition, it's a bit hard to answer those questions. So yeah, we've done that. We defeated the expedition, which is great. We're going to just turn in a quest, and then I'm going to... Oh. Look at how many fights there are going to be. Loads of loads of fights coming up. It's mad. We need to go that way. So we're going to wander. Let's put the Autorun on, and I'm going to jump out the Discord that I'm in. So now I can just hear the game, okay? Sorry about that. I was just... There's a lot of things spawning here, isn't there? Oh, a bag. There you go. That's what I wanted. I just wanted the bag. That was it. There's no load screens at all, puppies. Not a single load screen in the game. The only times you get a load screen is when you go into an instanced area or you teleport. And the instanced areas are just the expeditions. So... yeah, we need to go that way. Yeah, so the as you just move around, like the world is really beautiful to look at. Always something to do. These will leave me alone in a little bit. It's a turkey. Everything is completely harvestable. So like if you see anything in the world, you can pretty much knock it down. Like it does respawn. And the craft system's really detailed. So yeah, as he's doing that, weapon-wise, these are the weapons you get. So within each weapon, you have 2 trees. You can go between both trees, but you only get 19 points. So you can't have everything on both sides. So you have to really pick what you want. Oh, wolf dead. Oh, I missed that shot. I don't know who missed that. That's 2. There you go. So when you rush, sometimes... That's a headshot, that second one. You can't get mounts, but there's a lot of fast travel that you can do to kind of get around from A to B. And to be fair, the world always has something to do. He's going to burn to death. Did he drop me? Oh, Azov. That's always great. We'll get to our town to a safe. To mind ask, am I still going to be playing ESO? Or will I be sticking to New World, basically? I will play ESO for sure. And I will make content on it. But the content will be more focused on PvP builds. And probably in the style of my recent videos, where it's more, here's the skills, here's the sets. And then if you get any other questions, then you can jump into a live stream or something and ask. I think that's going to be an easy way to manage it. And that will give me some time then to play New World as well. But from an enjoyment perspective, I personally enjoy New World more than ESO currently. And the big issue with ESO is it just doesn't work. It sounds really stupid, but the game just doesn't function. If you checked the stream last Saturday, yeah, I've got 2 sex puppies. If you checked the stream last Saturday, I was in Battlegrounds on Elder Scrolls Online, and my skills were not firing. Oh, let's harvest that quickly. Yeah, my skills would not use it, like fire at all. And then I had a bug where basically the skill did fire, but only one button didn't fire, so I'd push up my LB on the controller and it wouldn't fire. But then when I went into PvE, it worked absolutely fine. So it was just like the game just doesn't register your inputs properly. The most important people is, can you gank people? Well, that's why I'm making a rifle. So the damage on a rifle is phenomenal. All these weapons as well. Look at that. I could sell that. Let's bind and pick up. Are these all bind and pick up? Yeah. Is that bind and, see which ones I can put on without wasting the money. That's quite cool. I'm just looking at all the stuff I've got now. You want to look at the map as well. See, Revolt's saying this game's buggy. I haven't experienced bugs personally myself. Now, I'm not saying there isn't bugs. There probably are. But for me, the biggest thing that I'm concerned about is the gameplay smooth and fluid? You know, is the combat not buggy? And what I've seen, the combat isn't buggy yet. There probably will be bugs. You know, I'm not going to proclaim that this is the best game and it works perfectly. There will be issues with it, for sure. But I think what Amazon have on their kind of hands here is a really good basis, especially for an MMO. Campfire quest bug. Yeah, I had that in beta. I know the one you mean where you can't build a campfire and you have to relog or something to fix it. It's really annoying. But, you know, like Elder Scrolls has that as well. But for me, it's the combat. Oh, dead. You know, the combat is fluid and is much more reactive, which sounds really daft. Like, it is much more reactive. That guy's tagged for PvP, he is. I'm not yet because I was doing PvE stuff. We're in a safe area, so I can just show you the map. So just for context of how far I ran, I was here. And hopefully you'll see. So I was up here and I ran from here all the way across here, basically. That's how far I ran. So not that far, like, but obviously it took a couple minutes, yeah? When you zoom out, that's how big the map is. So I ran this tiny little bit. This tiny bit from here to here. And the map is huge. Like, it's absolutely massive. You've got these teleport shrines around the map, these little arrow ones. And you can teleport to settlements as well. So you can get around pretty quick. So there's no mounts as of yet. So yeah. As for, I think it's just DB with a little face. He asked, is there gamepad support? The answer is no, but there's, because it works through Steam. How can I show this easily? Bear with me. Steam have a thing where you can change your use your controller. So Steam has like a button mapping thing built into it. So you can just button map on the controller via Steam and it works fine. And that's what I was doing on beta, on the open beta. So you can use a controller, but it's no official support. There's also programs like WASD Remapper, which is free to use. And that also works as well. Which I think, I don't know if it's still installed. Let me see if it's installed still. Yeah, so I'm actually using my controller now. So I'm using my controller. So you can get it, you can adjust the sensitivity. I've just turned it down because of it uses your mouse. So you just adjust it to get faster turn speed. So check weapon swap to Y. So I literally put all the buttons like ESO. So yeah, you can button map. There's ways around it. So if that's kind of a deal breaker, can I not use? Yeah, if I can't use kind of my controller, that you can. You just it's a bit of, it's a bit finicky. And so that is an option for those people curious. I will make a video on how to use your controller for the game because I think people are curious about that. Mind said about gamepad support and will they do it in the future? The answer is probably yes, because there's only 3 skills, and so if you look at like the number of buttons that you have to push, you actually would have enough buttons to be able to make it work. You'd have Y as your weapon swap, you'd have X, B, and maybe LB is your skills. That's your 3 skills. And your light attack, block, potions on the arrows. So you could totally make it work. Absolutely fine. And there'd be no reason why you couldn't do it. It's going to be all the interfaces with the quests and with the trading systems and stuff. To critical ask you, do you need to aim in this game? Yeah. Everything is aimed. Like the melee attacks, the ranged attacks, everything is aimed. And there's no... Yeah, I've already done this quest before.
Power comes from creating distance in your soul, like a firebreak in the forest. The heart gem provides that barrier, inuring your soul against corruption.
I think the voicing's quite good as well in this game.
Not entirely. You can still fall to temptation or rage, but it offers protection, a buffer. Sadly, it also buffers against the taste of food, the warmth of sunlight, the love of another. Are you sure you're ready? Oh, that part is simple. Easier than it was, at least. You just have to die. Once again, I can't hold your hand, but my spirit is with you, and I will see you on the other side. Godspeed.
There you go. So I've got to kill myself. So the quests are like Elder Scrolls Online. They're kind of speak to a dude, go somewhere, do something, come back. Oh, let's go there. Oh, that's an invasion. Yeah, so in this game you get this corruption thing, and it basically spawns like enemies that are high level and quite strong to kill. They can also attack towns as well. So there's going to be an invasion from here, where they're going to try and attack the town very shortly, which is quite cool. Yeah, the combat is literally like Dark Souls. Let me move that away. I'll find something. Let me see if anybody's nearby on our guild. I've just messaged. And you can also like share that too. Okay. Yeah, the combat is very much Dark Souls. I'm going to add him to the group, okay? So Sphinx, he's a really nice guy, actually. Invite to group. Where is he on the map? He's up there. We'll rendezvous with him. Yep. Right, we'll just leave the Autorun on. Yeah, so the map's huge, okay? The whole world is very interactive. The people that you see around here, they can be attacked, but they have to flag for PvP. So if you want to do just PvE stuff, farm resources, do quests, not get killed, you don't have to flag up. So I haven't yet, because I'm just doing quests. Dead. Yeah, you have to aim all your shots and everything. Like, this is some of the corrupted stuff, by the way. So these are kind of like dolmens on ESO. I think these guys actually just managed to destroy it. There you go. Yeah, it spawns like, and they're all over the map, just in different places. The one thing I would say is you have to travel a lot in the game. And at the start of it, it is mainly by foot. Yeah, Claudians is really good. Oh, is that an invasion? Yep, let's have a little look here. So it's easy to get distracted. Like, Oh, they managed to destroy it. So see that guy that's level 19, that red square, he's flagged for PvP. So if like I can be basically, if as long as I can see him, I can shoot him and attack him if I was flagged as well. And so you do get like groups just running around the world, just attacking each other. And there's PvP quests as well that are like going to go to this place, control this resource, which forces people to fight. There's some corruption here. I got that dude. Just shoot him there. So you have to aim all your shots. Alright, just get a heal up. Is it a Zerglin thing? Is there a way to pick people off like bombing? Yeah. So what I'm trying to get on my gun, I haven't got it yet, is this passive down here called Sniper. It basically adds a zoom on your gun so you can zoom in. So this way you can pick people off like healers and stuff. For kind of group bombing and for group burst, there's lots of weapons that have AoEs on them. So the Ice Gauntlet has a really nasty AoE. So you could use this and lock people in place. It snares them, does loads of damage. And it also has bonus damage for the more people there are. So this is like your proxy debt. And it also doubles as an execute if they're lower health. So this is a really good like way to damage lots of people quickly. You then have the fire stuff, which has an AoE, which is Meteor Shower. And then all these passives just make it more and more deadly. My musket has a AoE, which is Sticky Bomb. So it's basically like a grenade. So like every kind of weapon has some kind of AoE component to it for that kind of issue. So you can, I've seen like groups where people would run the Ice Storm. They'll just throw that into the group with a group Meteor Shower at the same time, and two people would work together. And then you just land all that damage at once, and it would like drop people really fast. Little Adventures asks, does it have mounts? No, not yet. I don't think they're going to, in all honesty, because like, I'm choosing to be tight. But I've got this resource called Azoth, which is here, 973. This is what you use to teleport around. You get this for doing quests, for killing stuff, for harvesting. So this is like your teleport resource. You can also use it to upgrade like and put traits on armor and stuff for free. So it's quite a useful resource. So I could go, I need to be at one of these places and just teleport from like here to here. Or I could teleport from like here to up here. And you can also teleport to your inn as well. So you can also like pick one town that's going to be where you set your main base. Or main sort of operations. So yeah, that kind of helps that. With the puppies asking what about set bonuses and stuff. Yeah, there are bonuses, but they're not kind of procs, if that makes sense. So you get basically they're kind of like traits almost. So they can be things that will buff stats or things that will give you special effects. I've been doing the crafting, so that my craft is really high. That is what I've been hitting really hard. It is arguably like one of the best crafting systems I've seen in an MMO, because it's really progressive. Everything has a use. So I've been like smashing this out. Level 200 is the cap for any of these skills, by the way. But yeah, I let my guy go on Autorun. So you can Autorun as well. So whilst he's running, I can just like do other stuff and think about my character. The only thing you can't do is looking at inventory, which I think is a shame. It's a shame that you can't Autorun and do that. But maybe that will change. Sphinx is over there. So yeah, the armor bonuses, to Poppy's question, I kind of started touching upon it. You basically have things that buff your attributes, or they have like effects where it might be 5% more damage on this skill, or it might be this get 12% of the damage done as healing from this skill. So they're not like procs in the same kind of way that ESO is, and they're on cooldowns, like 5 seconds each. There's things. So I'll just show you how accurate you have to be at so for the accuracy, I know people like, so if I'm like just here, there's slight lock on, but it's not massive. And then you also have to be within range. So if I'm not in range, I can't hit him. So this is a really close quarter weapon. So it's very easy to miss your hits, because you go like that, you might get a hit, but then you're not close enough. And the range weapons are exactly the same. So look, I go right, like look, like I said, it's to the head. It just clipped them, but like that. So you can see, like, you have to be through the legs, like you have to be proper accurate, or you just miss. Obviously, I've had a bit of practice with the shooters in there. So I missed that shot there then. So I can shoot relatively okay on this. And that's partly why I use a keyboard and mouse, because it's more accurate. But you could do the same with a controller, like 100%. Kind of. You get lots of crits. So, for example, it's almost like positional hits. So, I was asking if you could heal. Where is Matey Boy? So, if I shoot his leg, the white numbers are just normal damage. The orange numbers are going to be crits. Healers aren't IP either. So, like hits in the head are always crits on this. So if you have a good aim, you can get really big damage. So that was a crit there. I don't know if it's crits from behind always. We'll check now. Just waiting for them to heal. So like healers aren't, like they're good, but they're not gonna like keep you alive in PvP. Crit, crit. You turn around, not crit. Okay. So crit, crit, crit. Yeah. So if you attack from behind, it crits all the time. So like it's all about positional combat, which ESO is not. Like this is all about getting into the position, landing, being accurate. So it's really, like really, really cool. We'll fight properly now, okay? I lay in the grass. I was doing it earlier with him. Rush that shot. Put my burn shot in. That's a good one, that is. I missed that shot. Damn, headshot. So yeah, and there's a level scaling as well. So if you're low level, you get bonus damage to higher level people and take less from them. So you are competitive. So yeah, I think the combat's really good. Hit me for stun. Bang, 784 headshot. That's brutal. That's so much damage that is. We'll do one more duel. I've signed up for a PvP war tomorrow, so I'll be doing that on stream, possibly if timing's right and stuff. Missed a shot. I went for the counter standard. So dead. It's right. I love puppies. If you get any more, feel free to just message on Discord or comment on the stream. It does save the video on YouTube. And you can also one thing that's quite cool is if you're in groups, you can invite the whole group to duel. So you can do that group v group dueling if you're PvE. You want to just fight other groups. So as a gun, I can outrange him. Oh, no. I'll rush that shot. I've got burned, that should kill him. Yeah. Ah. So even though you have very little skills, you're always doing something. Always trying to move or position, trying to avoid damage, do damage, whether it's light attacks or heavy attacks. But yeah, no, it's a really fun game to play. I think it's got a lot of potential, as I said. Oh, that was... So we're just sneaking across. I don't think you can see me in the grass. Jab. That was good, that was. So I used the riposte, which is a counter stun. So it's this one here. So when he hit me, I kind of get myself ready to counter him. And then I went into my flurry, which has loads of high damage. But yeah, so I'm going to carry on questing, I think. Yeah, that's it. We are going to go over to yonder. We'll do some ritual over there. We'll put the Autorun on and we'll just let our character do the stuff. But no, I'm curious to see what you guys think of it. Obviously, it's a very different type of game to ESO, particularly the combat. Like, it's much more of your traditional MMO. We'll just harvest this quickly. We need that, so that will help us out. I'm going the wrong direction. Good job I checked the map. That would have been really awkward. Yeah, it would have been really awkward going the wrong way. But like, there's loads of like landmarks where there's things to explore and do. This is the range of the gun, by the way. Missed the shot there. Hit him there. Dead. Headshot. Another headshot. So that's why I don't use a controller, because I can aim with the keyboard and mouse fine. But you could use a controller with the Steam mapping or WASD software. Yeah, I'm going to go and do some questing up here. I'm probably going to do a little bit of harvesting and some resource gathering, because I'm trying to get those up, as it's obviously a new game. And it's good to have crafting done. That's that dead. The map is also leveled, so you have to kind of go to like areas that are appropriate to you. Access the supply cache. Get some more materials. Oh! It's burned to death. So we'll go up the hill. But there's loads of weapons, and every weapon, in my opinion, is effective in PvP and PvE in their own way. I say the rifle is probably not as good for PvE though than say some of the other weapons. And we'll just quickly skin that and get some hide. But no, everything has a use. So we'll get the hide from him. Get the hide from the rabbits. And then we'll go to the quest. Don't think I can climb that. I can. It's dead. Oh. Headshot. Oh, I did my repair a bit too early. Oh, that's quite cool. The little archer dude at the back. 10 Azoth. I need to start using this because I'm actually going to be full. Dead. Look at the damage. Damage on the rapier is amazing. Can I go up here? Yeah, I managed to do it. I don't think there's a way up, but it worked. When it's done. Ancient cloth hat. The thing with using a gun is you actually have to make the bullets, so the weapons aren't free. So that's something to bear in mind. Oh, damn it, I've rushed the shot. Oh, he hits hard. He hits very hard. Oh, my health bar, 79 health. Got hit by an AoE on the floor. They're gonna revive me? No, they're not. Of course not. Ah, that is savage. Yeah, that AoE there did so much damage. The closest place is 500 meters away. We've got a bit of a run. The run isn't too bad, but it's still a run. And this is the only time you get a load screen. But they're not that long, as you can see. We'll go back. No, I think it's quite a good game. I quite like what you can do. There's lots of kind of nuances with it. More than I first realised, actually. But I think if you're kind of sitting on the fence about whether to get it or not, I'd say watch a few streams, see a few videos, and consider if it's right for you. But I would say because you can return it after 2 hours of gameplay with the Steam refund policy, as long as you just set a time for like 1 hour 50 minutes, play it for an hour and a bit. If you like it, you've kind of answered the question for yourself, haven't you? I'd say give it a go, definitely. We've got to kill this boss guy and not get killed this time. You can hear somebody chopping trees down there. Okay. Oh, how did I miss that shot? That's terrible aiming by me. There we go. We're pretty much at the cap now. They're doing emotes up there. We're trying to skip past a lot of this. You can also do fishing as well. It's not my favourite hobby. Some people love it though, but not for me. Azos at 100. Oh, I showed it. Yeah. There he is. Yeah, he's not guild. He's a nice guy. So I wonder who else is up here then from our little guild. Is he just... Here's a tank. Go on, Shade. He died. The boss nuked me because I'm not a tank. Oh, boss is up again. Look at my health, 84 health. Let me put it to the guild chat. Yeah, no, that was pretty nasty. Let's see what we get from the chest. Oh, I've got to do the quest thing, haven't I? Someone else is doing it. Done. There you go. We did the quest. We have to go down there. So we're going to go there because there's a shrine there, I think. I don't think there's any closer one to us. I'll have a little look. But I don't think there's a closer one to us. Yeah, no. There's no closer one to us at all. Off we get running. Yeah, full damage isn't really a big thing in this game. Like, you'd think that would kill you. Like, 100%. And you jump off, you're like, yeah. But, yeah, so to the kind of question, obviously off the stream, kind of, should you get full new build? You know, is it right for you? I think it's worth a go, to be honest. The combat's fun. If you want a game just for good combat, this does have good combat, in my opinion. Like, it feels very fast and fluid, even though there's less, you know, there's not as many skill options as you'd think. So definitely worth a go. We can flag for some PvP later, I think, as well. That'd be fun. I think we're almost there. So when you get to a settlement here, you can then use this to fast travel. Let's just use this quickly. Want more storage? I'm always out of storage on this. So this is like the travel system. So if you go, oh, there's no horses, there's no mounts, you can use this. So it does kind of bridge that gap. Okay. Let's go turn that quest in. Really? Those people are just being annoying blocking that. That's actually really trolly, that is.
Back, Warden. You are now part of a legacy that goes back beyond the reach of history. You've done more than surrender a life. You've surrendered your own soul. I salute your sacrifice.
There we go.
Once upon a time, the initiation of a new soul warden was caused to party for 3 days.
Hey, you right, Sprouts?
But there's only 2 of us now. It will be a very subdued affair. Indeed, I know a place we could set a camp, and I might even...
Yeah, I'm all right. There, you are a little bit late to the party, but it's fine.
Let's be honest. We won't have the forces to counter the Tempest. Ha! The armies with their colored banners? They're too busy fighting each other. Of course, you do have all those fancy leadership.
So I was showing.
Can rally them. I suppose so.
One sec.
I met the Covenant, I believe. Came here offering me salvation. Too late for that. They were on their way to Brightwood. Try there. Then look for me up that way at our new camp.
Level 26. There we go. Yeah, so what have you missed? We did a expedition, which is like the dungeons of New World. They are way harder than ESO's dungeons. I am playing on Naxos, if that helps. EU Naxos. I'll put that in chat. I don't know if you can pin it. There you go. That's the what I'm on. The queue times are very long on all servers. That's just, you know, whenever there's a new MMO, there's never enough server space. But Amazon have been good and expanded it massively in the past week. Pretty much tripled what they had, it seems. So we have to go up to here. And we actually have to do an expedition. Defeat Star Execution Ranger to gain the Succulent Bone. So we need to do a actual thing. And then for this one, we have to go all the way up to here and do some quests up there. I'm going to drop off here quickly and drop some materials off because my bank is full. Fast travel there. But yeah, no, too, what have you missed? We did an expedition. The expedition is like the dungeons of ESO, but on New World. I would say expeditions, though, they feel more like trials, in all honesty. Like, they are much harder than your typical dungeons. Like in ESO, you can kind of do it as solo or duo almost all the dungeons in the game. We then had a chat about the combat and about how the combat works. The combat is much more like aim based than ESO, which is good. What's that? I don't even remember picking these things up. I'll keep those. They got to be worth a fair bit. No, got some more weapons. Okay. It's meant to be a sad face. Yeah, so I'm going to just go and sell some stuff quickly, or try to sell some stuff. I've got 4,100 gold, so I'm getting there with the money. So that's for my mate, that is. We might be able to sell this. It's got like a... Oh, that's not worth the... That's not worth selling. I don't think this would be worth selling then. So it tells you kind of how much it is based on what other people are. And that's not worth selling. And that's not worth selling. So all the weapons we can just deconstruct that we don't want. That is bind and equip. So 132, 135. That's the better musket. There you go, that's sorted. More damage. Salvage that. Salvage that. And that one. And that's, so just getting rid of all the stuff we don't need. 96 versus our 89. Oh, that's a better. We'll see if we can get a better one, but buy and equip. That's a good fire staff. That's a really good thing. Buy and pick up. But I don't use spears, so there's no need to have that. There we go with that. Not going to use that one. Not going to use that. That I could sell for quite a few. Yeah, that I could sell that for a lot. 102. So that's my best rapier. We'll keep that. So just going through and just seeing, can I get rid of stuff I don't need anymore? Because I've got so much stuff. Might be able to sell that. Okay. I think so. That's the rapier that we want. That's our damage up now, which is good. That we can get rid of. Let's sell that. We'll scrap that. Scrap that. Got a ring, so I don't need that. Don't need that. I need light armor. That's the same. Get rid of that. Don't use a bow. Back into it, then it looks. That we want to put on. That's heavy though. Well, then let's take something off now. Yep. So what about luck? That's got. Well, that luck too, actually. They've got much more armor, which will really help us. We can get rid of them. We lose a little bit of damage, but we're going to gain some stuff. Got some messages as well. Loads of messages. Let's just turn all that off. We don't want the global feed or the area feed. Done. So I would like to try and get this on, but that's 4.7 and I'm really close. Armor of 135. My guy's got no trousers on. But there's actually better armor than what we have. Oh, that's better than we've got, and we've got more luck, so we can get better stuff. Plus we've got there, so we'll get better stuff that we pick up. No, only 0.1 weight. I think we have to take it off. I can't run around like that, it's just silly. So we'll use that setup. You're right, Helder. Baby, don't do that, please. My cat's just trying to scratch the door. So basically, we can't sell anything that we actually have picked up. So just salvage all of this. It's always good to have like an empty inventory before you go out. Yeah, I can't sell any of that stuff, so I might as well just salvage that. Bind on equip. I need to repair it first. Then I can sell it? I think that's how it works. I don't think you can sell if it's not fully repaired. Yeah, there it is. That's 3.9. Someone clearly has put that up for the wrong thing. If that's the case, we're just going to scrap that. How you doing, Helder? Anyway. Get that too. Okay, we'll grab the last bullets that we have. So we've got a better gun, a better sword, better armour. I actually need more bullets. I'm not sure what that's for, but we'll just deposit all of this. I've got some dyes. That weighs nothing, so that's fine. Okay, I think we're good to go. So we need to seek out a Covenant leader in Blightwood. And I'm just, whilst we fast travel, I'm going to let my cat out, okay? So I'll be right back. I'm back. Sorry about that. That is mad. The 800,000 players. ESO concurrent players. I don't think it's anywhere near 16,000 is the average. Peak 29. That's obviously on Steam. So yeah, New World obviously is very popular. I wonder how many of those people are stuck in a queue though. That's what. Like, can you say they're concurrent if they're just sat in a queue to play the game? But you know, it's really good. Helder said that apparently Zos is releasing a new race called the Jamora that's going to be playable. That's for Elder Scrolls Online. I haven't seen it, so I can't say whether that's correct or not, but I wouldn't put it past Zos. You know, it just seems very odd. Let me just have a little look. ESO Jamora race. So Jamora playable race. On a stream or something. So I don't think they would. I don't know how they'd do it. From a lore perspective, it'll make no sense. Because the Jamora, or Daedra, you know, the Daedra and the Jamora, it's just, they take different shapes and forms. Obviously, Jamoras are kind of more fixed in what they look like, so it'd be a bit easier. You might go try on Discord, but his level is, there he is, Weisman. He's good in the ESA at PvP, so I imagine he'll be good on this. We need to make some food actually before we go. I don't have any food on me. Alright, well, 8 minutes to do this quest. Otherwise we've got to make some food again. I don't know if it's a thing or not, Helder, but we'd have to wait and see. So we'll pop down, do some stuff. This is a high level zone, by the way. Oh, the musket's great. I really like it. It's very like front loaded damage. So if you land it, really good. If you miss it, really bad. So like kind of all your damage is in that single shot. And compared to a weapon that because of a lot of weapons and stuff have more sort of swings or hits per second, you're not as punished if you make a mistake.
Oh, hello. I am Emil, Templar Decky 10, or even Lieutenant Templar General, in fact. 4th Battalion. I am quite occupied at the moment, re-examining the Covenant's priorities. Should it? I am not sure. Between the Marauders, the Syndicate, Lost, it's a new enemy every day. Here in Brightwood, there are more immediate threats than the corruption, you know.
33,200 XP.
I have heard horror stories from the Great Cleave. The corrupted offensive and this tempest. But the balance between factions is precarious. Unite! A beautiful dream. But I have no time to indulge in dreams right now. I must attend to a pressing matter. Reports of an especially foul Lost stalking Brightrest Cemetery. By yourself? That thing ate 6 initiates just yesterday. I can't stop you. If you go, just try not to despair when it kills you. The last thing we need is more Lost around here.
I imagine it'd be a race sprout. Could be a class. It wouldn't make sense as a class, would it though? Defeat some cemetery, dude. I'm level 25. It's level 28. So I shouldn't really be doing this, to be honest. You know they wouldn't give people a race token just to annoy them, because there's another way for them to make money. Release a new race which people want to use, but then people can't use it because they've got to pay for it. It'd be something like that. Maybe I'm just being cynical, and maybe I just see like ESO as a cash grab, but I wouldn't put it past them. I really wouldn't. Oh, these ghost things are a nightmare. They're really annoying to fight against. Oh. I have a snare. I went to roll. We've got the food to make some rations, so that's good. We should make a camp whilst we're out this way. Oh, that was him dead. See, that's how they make the money. They release something shiny, and people want to buy it. All right, let's go get some materials, make a camp. Let's find some flints on the floor. There's not there. Oh, it's Bath Ghost though. Just move away from the ghost over there. They're annoying to fight against. Where was I building my camp? That's not my one. That's somebody else's. we'll just mine this while we're here. There we go. And I think there's our camp. I'd like to have a respawn point. And then we should be able to craft some light rations. Sweet. There you go. That's my little health regen buff. It's really useful because it gives you enough just between fights. Oh, missed that shot. We're against like zombie things now. So these ghost things are really annoying to fight. See how many we can get past. Does so much damage to those wolf things. I could use a potion. Wolf dead. Defo cash grab, 100%. Maybe. You could, but they do respawn. There's people here. Alright. They're farming the boss, it looks like. But yeah, if it was a cash grab, for sure. No, leave me alone. Ah, he's dead. Oh, that little boss man dead. Faction stack in one zone and we'll start chopping trees. You could, but it would be pointless because they literally respawn. So it's like... So we need to go and travel back here. 400 meters away. I'm getting pretty good with the gun, as you can see. Just put that bullet in there. Oh, these trees are good. They're really high level trees. I've got a ghosty boy after us. He is not a happy friend, is he? I lost the aggro. Not a happy friend. That's not dead. Oh, how did I miss that? Obviously, that's just a bad shot by me. Yeah, there's a lot of star metal stuff around here. I just gotta go north up the hill to the town to turn the quest in. But no, it's nice that the overworld like it feels difficult. And that there's no load screens, it's really nice. Like I think a lot of people forget that. Like Amazon's been able to make a playable space that is freaking huge. And yet still make it feel, you know, like in one instance. Right, we're going to go in, we're going to drop the quest off. I think we'll buy some stuff while we're here, possibly.
Don't know what you've heard about Brightwood, stranger, but it may well be true.
Oh, he's down there. To the outside. I walked past him. I walked straight past the quest drop off. The amount of loaded ads in near world must be massive. Yeah. No, oh, it is. That's what I don't get. Like, I know people. I think people forget that this is there's not a single load screen in this. You can literally just walk from across the map without having a single load screen. Oh, that's totally burned to death. Yeah. That one burned to death too. I need some more bullets, actually. I didn't think I'd have to say that. We'll go to speak to this man here.
Magnificent! Oh, I should have recognized that you are not someone to make idle promises. I suppose I am inclined to hear you out. You say the factions must unite against corruption. But under what banner? Soul Wardens. Have I heard that name somewhere before? Well, as long as these Soul Wardens do not seek territory control, the Covenant might consider a parley.
There we go. Oh, as of this
Whether or
matters now.
not the Covenant would meet with the other factions is not a decision I can make, however. That would be my superior, Adjudicator General Carvalho. He would be at Ballard's Manor, the temporary center of operations for the 4th Battalion. I will even send word ahead to inform him of the assistance you gave us here. You have inspired me, I think. It's the truth. I am a poor liar. And I hear your point. It wouldn't do to have the Covenant absent from the battle for the soul of humanity. That's what humans do best. In times of need, we fight for one another.
There you go, we did it. It's a chain of command. Level 28. We get some gold for it. We got a shield that we can't even use. And a weapon that we can't even use. Because we're not high enough now. The animations on the NPCs, as in what they're saying and stuff. Yeah, the mouths move slightly, but it's not like massive. In all honesty. We just walk that way. A bit of a trek. Up a kilometre to walk. Kilometre isn't too bad in this. Fall damage isn't a big thing on this game, which is a little bit odd. Oh, I cast it a bit too late, that skill. Yeah, I do think the NPC animations are a little bit lackluster. Like, not like the worst, but they're not exactly inspiring. I like the combat, that's why I like the game. The musket is good as well to use. That's some fun. Where's that shot? I always struggle when they're mining. It sounds really daft. There's a headshot there. It's another headshot. Yeah, the gun's great fun. What do you think of the gun, Helder? Now that you've got to see it a little bit more. Oh, we're nearly at the quest place. It's quite eerie though. Yeah, really eerie around here. Oh, this looks a big drop. Okay, we want to go across the rocks. Oh, it's a waterfall. So we're here, we need to go across that way. Although the range on the weapon is really high. Like incredibly high. I think when you get the scope, that would really help. So you can zoom it in. Yeah, a lot of magic, like... Enemy up there, that was. A little ghosty thing up there. Freaking behind the building. Yeah, there he is again. Level 33, so... A lot higher than I am. I'm only 25. So these things will hit hard. So we do need to keep our eye out for them. The rapier's good though. Really pads well with this. Buff snipe. Oh yeah, I had a shot earlier. I didn't record it sadly, but I hit somebody who was 200 meters away roughly. The gun killed him. He tried to run away to town, and I was with a mate of mine, and the shot was just like so far. My mate was like, "What? He died?" Because he didn't think I would hit him from that far away. So the range is like phenomenal on these. Let's just run away. We're tactically retreating, we are. The max level is 60, by the way. So I'm 25 already. So like, it doesn't take long to get high. Oh, it's one of those range things. Wait for him to lose his charge. Oh, move from sand. Damn it. He hits hard. He hits so hard. Do you want to get a resurrection? I don't think my camp's here. My nearest spot is there. I don't think there's anybody nearby that would give us a... Oh, he might. Nope. He pulled a massive group too. I think we're going to have to... Yeah, I don't think there's any other players there, is there? Alright, we'll respawn, I guess. Oh, we've got to walk all the way back. Oh, that's depressing, that is. So we're a little bit under level for that there, aren't we? Literally like 2 or 3 hits and we're dead. So we can either go for it and do the quest and just hope for the best, which I think like we could try. But I think I'm going to do some mining and use some of my Azoth up, I think. which I do kind of need to get rid of. So we'll travel down here. We'll go do some mining, get some resources to level up. Or no, I might do some PvP quests whilst I'm mining as well, because you can do that at the same time. And we'll see if you can fight some people. We'll go to the Syndicate, pick up some quests, and then we'll go and try and do some of those, get some resources if we can whilst we're there, and happy times. So this is our faction Syndicate. We're purple.
I greet you in reverence, fellow pursuer of knowledge.
So, gather intel. Stabilize. Disrupt. We can also buy better gear now, which will help. So yeah, I'll just have a little look what we can buy, but I'm going to save up a few of those tokens. I think you can have more than 5,000 now. $10,000. So we need to mine iron ore, stand your ground but stay alive, and then get some stuff. I've got very little potions, so we'll see how this goes. Yeah, up we go. So we're flagged for PvP in 5 seconds. We can then attack others, and they can attack us. Alright, so yeah, we're ready to be attacked, or vice versa. Right, he's friendly. It's anybody with their name that's got a red bit on it. They're the ones we have to watch for. Just help that poor guy. Where we're going as well is where it's like a PvP area. So we're going to go up on the rocks and try and get the high ground. We'll mine that all while we're there. Put the wrong bullet in there. Put my fire bullet in there. I'm just having a look, see to see if there's anybody that we can shoot. There's iron up here we should grab. We should put down a camp as well. Another iron vein. So the PvP quests send every faction to the same place. So sometimes you find people, sometimes you don't. I did it yesterday and there was like loads of people, like groups of like 15, 20 people fighting. Oh, so we're shooting that dude. Where did he go? So he's gone in a bush, he has. Has he run away? He's on a tank build, he is. I think he's gone. But we need to get the iron here. So it's not like you can get like a one-shot kill with a rifle, but you can do a good chunk of the health. He was in heavy armor, so he was tanky. Whereas I'm in light, so I'm very mobile and hit hard. I'll mine this one here, and we'll hopefully not get attacked. Right, we've got to get a few more. I can't see anybody yet. I saw a person up there. I think he's friendly though. I'm going to use this camper to set our spawn here. There, yep. It's that guy. He hasn't got a red square in that 27, so but we can't fight him, which is nice. So you can turn it on and off, but you have to be at a settlement or somewhere safe, like a teleport shrine. Oh, it's Urban. What's Urban doing here? Let's give him the good old tea bag. Nope. I'm looking for iron. Urban wants a fight. Just let him know that when you're toggled for PvP quests, you can't duel. We're looking for iron just to finish this quest off. If you die though whilst you're in the middle of the quest, it resets all your progress, even if you finish the quest and you haven't turned it in. We'll grab all of this iron while we're here. We'll grab that one too. So we'll get some of the materials because we actually do need this stuff. We'll grab this one here. Here's someone mining. You never know if they're friendly or not. Now, sometimes it's like really safe like this, and other times it's awful, and there's like 20 people trying to kill you. Alright, so we're just getting a good chunk of iron. You do get bonus XP for being lagged too. That miner went up, that's good. We'll grab some silver in a second. And we'll do the little intel quests. Did you grab this mine? Another Azov. Dead. Look at the range on that. That's crazy, that range. Dead. Dead. Oh, I missed that shot there. There you go. Sorry about that. So it's got good range. Like, this is why the gun's so powerful. I think there's one over there. It is. Where is it? I did hit him, but he's retreating. So yeah, it's just crazy how far you can shoot with a gun. Like that. That distance is just ridiculous. What do you guys think of how far you can shoot with it? It's dropping down. I like Garfield earlier, it was like buff snipe. See a wolf over there. And we'll go into the stabilized quests. The musk is really cool. I like that you get different effects on the bullets, so that you load different cartridges in. So my F is like load one that shoots fire. So like when I hit them, it sets my light. My Q is like an overloaded one that does more damage, like burst. And then my R is kind of a stun, so that knocks them back a little bit. Yeah, that's what I'm actually getting resources for, so I'll show you that in a moment. I've got to pop down here, pick up a thing, move around, pick up another thing, and then go back to base. And then I can refine the materials. The best way to kind of describe the crafting is it's very much like those mobile games where you need like the tier 1 thing to make the tier 2 thing, and the tier 2 thing to make the tier 3 thing, and the tier 3 thing to make the tier 4 thing. It's kind of like that system somewhat, but they've got like rare materials in there. And you also have a mix where sometimes you can just refine harvest the tier 2 material or tier 3 material straight away. But you might need a bit of tier 1 or tier 2 to kind of act as like a binding agent. So it means like every material is useful regardless of level, which is quite nice. So if you're brand new and you're having to mine the basic wood, that's still got a use end game because people need it to make their stuff still. And so like yes, it's easy to get and it's going to be cheaper, but you can still help. Did I use that chest? Yeah, I did. So it is pretty cool in that regard. And this is there's quite a few people PvP in the other day. When I say the other day, it was literally last night. I saw groups of like 15 people fight here. It was madness. We got chased by, it was 6 of us. And there's about 15, 20 people chasing us. And we're like trying to roll from like the musket shots and the fireballs and stuff. It was mad. Good fun. But mad nevertheless. Okay, just keep an eye out for any kind of movement. There's 2 of them there. Three. Oh, how did I miss that shot? I'm glad to pull it up. So his mate come in. So many of them. So many. I knew there's only like 1 or 2. I didn't think there's like 4 or 5. Oh, savage. Let's go to our camp, the settlement. So when you die, what you lose is durability, which you can repair. So it's not a big punishment. So you can see the combat, very, very punishing if you make a mistake. Which is good. That's what you want. So I like it. And if you die, you lose your PvP quest progress. So I did 2 out of the 3, but I died. So I have to do them again. So I'm going to go melt the materials and kind of refine them. All the ones that I have, actually. Yeah, you got zerged. Yeah. So to the thing, like, this is the raw material fibers. You then use this with linen. So linen, like fibers is the raw material. You then use the linen that you make from this with then the upgrade material to then make it into the next tier. Then for the following tier, which I think is silk, something like that, you then use silk threads and the previous material and upgrade materials. And then you then do the previous bit, which is that's the next raw material, and then the previous material, and then the upgrade materials. And then you need, so it's that kind of system that you need the previous like material plus the next raw material to make it better. So like this. So, and a lot of the system follows that sort of approach. You also find as well, as you get higher crafting, you get bonus items when you craft, which is helpful. So 5 stuff there. So I'll make 13 on that because it's good XP. So level 82 refine leather work. I need level 100 for layered leather. And then that's thick hide, so you have to kill really big animals for this. We're going to melt the metals now that we picked up. And so you have to like really get the raw material, harvest it in the first place, refine it, and then make stuff with it. So there's like a lot of steps to it. And because you're always using the base material to begin with in some way, it's all, like, everything's worth something. That was really loud, wasn't it? So we can refine our timber. Get some wood. Go to the smelter. We've got iron to smelt. And silver. 63 iron, let's smelt that. Got 7 ingots, which is good. And a bit of silver. We gained 3 ingots there. So my RNG was good, because I only had a 10% chance. And you can make that steel. And then to make star metal, you need steel. So it's that kind of system. Same with the precious. It's silver, then it's gold ore plus the silver ingots. Then it's going to be gold ingots plus the platinum ore. And then you need that ore plus all this stuff because it's like difficult stuff to get. So that's kind of how the refining materials system works, Sprout. As with kind of the crafting, the crafting actually has a lot to it. So this is the primary is basically the level range. And when I craft this, it will be somewhere between this. The higher it is, the higher the level is, and the better the stats are. You can shrink this range by using better materials for your secondary things. So that closes the base by 5, and this closes it again by another 5. So I've just shrunk that down. You can then choose to add perks. So there's like all these perks you can pick. So there's lots of perks that you can pick to get. So like Chain Lightning, for example, when you use this, when you do damage, it will zap people nearby and do an AoE around it. Intelligence just gives you extra intelligence. Dexterity gives you extra dexterity, which is the scaling of bows and stuff and guns. If you don't have these though, you can then use your Azoth and infuse with Azoth, which will give you random stuff, as you can see here. So that's literally how it works. You can also craft like special types of weapons that are like just specific. These are the stats. And so yeah, it gives you that kind of option. So for me, I want to craft the Calamity. Here it is. Because this is better than what I have currently. And it does more light attack damage. So all of it, I just need to get high enough and get the Void Metal. So I'm 69 engineering. So that's what I'm going to be working on next, I think. To level engineering, I found making these were great. Fishing rods or making the bows. They use the same thing. I find fishing rods generally sell easier. So, yeah, we can make 8 of these, which I think we probably should. This will give us some XP. We can A's of it if we want. We've got a lot of A's of, so we might as well. That's 8 times 3, 24, 240 A's off. If we do it on pickaxes, we might get a better drop. So we'll do it on pickaxe. I'm going to make some steel, and we'll make some pickaxes, okay? So the crafting system is like really complex. A lot more to it than people think. I think a lot of people who play other MMOs or like, or other games are like, oh, actually, this, like it makes sense. And so like every material you get in the game has a use, which is really good. So I think that was very well done by Amazon. So we want to go to the steel pickaxe, 8 of this, make 6 of these, make them as good as we can because I actually want to try and sell them. And let's see what we roll. So I've already seen one pickaxe that I want to get, that I want to keep for myself. There we go. So I made all of those. You see the levels, oh, so that's 20 because the gear score is 312, but that's 21 in the requirement level. So we're 71. We'll make some bows now. How many bows can we make? Make 7 bows. Oh, it's the lumber that's to the barrier. This is just for XP. These. So it's the bows, I mean fishing rods. Even if you make basic ones, you've got a small chance to get perks. There was one that was green. Lucky at night, a small boost to chance of catching better fish during the night time. So I can sell that. My engineering is 73 now. So I'm 2 off from making that gun that I want. So this is what we made. I want it where it gives me extra stuff. Not that one. Not that one. There's one that gives you extra rare materials, which is really useful. I didn't get that RNG, sadly. Yeah, didn't get it. We'll start with those. Sorry? You make a tea, that's a very British thing. I think I might need to give some stuff to Urban. I load some on my shed out, which is good. Scotland, West Coast. Yeah, fair enough. Then we'll sell all this stuff, which I don't need. But I'm liking the bullets, the gun. That's how I started using. Let's go tools. There's some people saying star metal now, which is the next thing. So this is the kind of thing I want. It's got bonus Azov, which is great. Extra rare materials, which is great. I just want one that also gives you normal materials as well. So I want like Azov, mining yield, and the rare one. I don't know if you can get that. So there's got mining yield, Azov, but prospectors. We'll look at the pickaxes. Obviously, people are starting to make these. These are level 39. I'm nowhere near this. I can't even use it. Look, they're like 1,000 gold each. That's like the perfect pickaxe. You get more resources, Azov and XP. Great for leveling up, that is. And it's like 400% speed. 406 there. That is it. That's literally it. It's XP, Azov. It's just the stuff you can get are great. This is the best level stuff you can get. Nobody has this yet. Okay, so we want to sell our tools that we have. So 24, it says not many. This is a better than that, so we'll go with 30 for that. Because it's green, it's got a perk on it. Go 3 days, you have to pay tax to list it. It's really annoying. We'll then sell this one. That can go 25. And I'm literally just making the prices up. But I look at kind of what everybody else is selling it for and look at how good the... So that's a good one. That's going to be definitely 30. That can be a 25 one that can. So the idea is it's only a little bit more than this, but these are faster by quite a chunk, and they have perks on them. So they should sell quite quick. So that's a really fast one. That's definitely a 30 one, that is. So what I'm making is pay 3 gold there plus 4 gold there. So I'm making about 23 gold profit. Which is not much, but when I only got 4,200, it adds up quite quick. That's a bit 25 for that one. Let's start our fishing rods. See how much this sells for. They are selling for 39. We can sell this for 38. Literally, this is what everybody does. It's like a proper arms race, and that you just undercut the person for 1 gold. They might as well sell these. So okay, well, 38, 39. 60 meter cast? 60 meter cast. It's the same as these, so these have to be cheaper than everybody else's. 25. And this would then make that these come down in price, but I don't mind. Because the materials are really cheap to make these. But you just need people that have the like craft levels to make them. And it doesn't tell you who's selling it either. So people can't go, oh, is that just from the same person who's trying to adjust the price? So you can like manipulate the market if you wanted. You'd need a lot of stock though to do it. And because you pay a tax on how much you put the item for, it's not worth doing that because you end up losing like money. That's what I call it all one. Let's look for a pickaxe ourselves. I want to see if people actually have the pickaxe I want. Pickaxe, can equip. That's the main bit. We want perks. I want the extra mining thing. If it's P. Yeah, that's it. That one and Azov extraction. Sword mine, I didn't even know that was a thing. Nope. I haven't seen sword mine at all. Azov extraction. That's helpful. Mining yield. That is slower than what I got, but that would do what I need. I don't want to pay 200 gold for it. It's a lot of gold. Because what I want to do is I want to mine stone to get some gems. And the gems, I need that extra chance. What about can I get armor instead then? I need mining. Reinforced mining luck. It does exist. .7, 3.4, 3.7. But light hands, chest, head. Yeah. So you could actually make quite like an armor of mine and stuff, which would be worth doing actually. You have a little look where we are. We're queued for this fight as well. This fight is tomorrow night. So have I been put in here? There's lots of people waiting for this standby. That's me. I'm at level 14. I'm not level 14. There's some of the different names to me. Because that's not what my man looks like at all. There I am. So, okay, so they've got loads of people in that faction. So the PvP wall is cool. We'll be doing outpost rush when we're level 60 as well. Welcome back, Sprouts. Alright, so we can either continue to level the gun with 1300 XP for that, or we could level our trade skills, which I do need. I need wood there. So how much is the wood? Can I buy the wood? Oh, you made a Yorkshire, yeah, Yorkshire tea. The Yorkshire tea is like the best tea you can get. I wouldn't be drinking it this time of night though. Let me look for some wood. Wood, wipe that off. Woods. And so aged wood is what I need. Tell me there's no wood. Oh, I didn't turn the perk off, that's why. Woods. How much is aged wood? 8, or it's 10. $14. That would give me 1,000 of it, which does take a while. A good man, Tragic says about the tea. Oh. See, you know, like 4,000 gold looks like a lot, but then when a house costs 10,000 gold, is a lot. But you can preview it. The houses are quite cool in this. And what's really nice is that when you're inside the house, the world's always going on around you. But this house is instanced. So what you see here, they don't see. But what... so that's quite clever. And you see how like seamless it was to just preview the house. Left Alt H. That's nice. So it's really cool. And then what they are going to do as well is we'll leave this house. They're gonna have like a house of the week or house of the month. So basically, the houses that are decorated the best, they will feature them, which I think is really clever. So that way you can like view other people's houses and see what they did with it. So that you can all own the same building because it's an instance building. I would say yes, Barry. The game, in all honesty, is built around PvP. Like the whole thing is. We want to get some trees, didn't we? So, just kind of a summary of kind of what the PvP is like. If you play PvE, you are kind of encouraged PvP anyway. So you've got this material called Azov, which is this blue stuff down here. This you use to add special effects to your items. So you add special effects to items. You also use it to go and teleport around. The teleport around is the main like benefit of it. If you own a region that you're in, so like if I'm green and I teleport to another green, I get a discount. I'm purple, so if I teleport here, I would get a discount of 26. I get a discount here of 24 reduction. So that is really good to make it cheaper to use. So that's one benefit of it straight away. If you own the faction as well, you get faction buffs. So if you can buy like buffs for the region, that anybody in this faction gets these buffs. But again, you can only do that if you do PvP to claim the region in the first place. So people have to kind of, in order to get the best mining rates, to get the best XP gains, to get the best resources, to have extra health buffs that you can get, owning a region gives you all of that. and it's just for your faction. So there's loads of benefits for having it, whether you PvP or not. So that's really, really helpful there. A lot of the quests as well, they are designed to kind of be... I'm using Rapier and Musket. Musket is amazing. To Andy's question, Andy asked, am I finding enough open world PvP? I would say yes and no. So in the first couple of days, no, because people were just like getting a feel for the game. Let's go get the PvP quests. We'll go do those. But as people, now started getting used to what weapons they're going to use, then more people are now flagging for PvP. Musket gank build. That's what I'm hoping for. So I'm trying to get this passive, and it's taken absolutely ages. Down here, called Sniper. So you literally get to put a scope on your gun, and you can zoom the gun in. So you can actually use it at like long range. If you don't want PvP though, Andy, you can literally just turn it off, and nobody can attack you. So like, you can go around the whole game, and nobody will attack you at all. Like they're not allowed to. And you can only turn it on and off when you're in a town or by a way shrine. So it's not like people can just run around a rock, turn it off, and they're safe. Like, if you're flagged, you're flagged. If you're not, you're not. If you do flag, you get bonus XP. And to help avoid people being ganked at the sort of way shrines and stuff, they give you like a 30-second cooldown before you can be attacked. I think the PvP is great. If you like ESO PvP, it's basically ESO PvP, but much faster and with much more skill. So there's people fighting up here, or they're dueling. Oh, no, he's over, he's flagged. And he's flagged too. So you see that red bit, but he's flagged. I'm not flagged yet because I've got a cooldown. I will be in a moment. He needs to get to town before I kill him. Well, the weapons are now can be attacked. The weapons, there's no kind of like... Oh, he went behind the tree. Don't you run away. Like, don't you run away. He's dead. Thank you. See, that's what the PvP's like. If you notice, he did, he's level 19. But the damage is, there's damage scaling as well. So he does like more damage to me than he would, and I do less damage to him to kind of fix that level gap. Which is really good. Let me use that quickly. But no, there's been times where literally I've been like absolutely destroyed. Like, it does happen. And outnumbered PvP is really hard. Like, incredibly hard. Because obviously you got this, you got all the things trying to kill you in the world. So it's not as simple as like, oh, I'm gonna, I'm using keyboard and mouse currently. But you can map a controller to it. So I will make a video on how to do that. And the map's very vertical too. I found Musket and Rapier was incredibly good as a combo, because the Musket has really good range, as you can see. So for example, I can shoot that wolf, the wolf's dead. Wolf dead. So you got like incredibly high range. It's like the highest range you can get in the game. You also got really cool things as well. Server wise, they are like linked. So not linked, they're kind of limited, if that makes sense. So there's only like 3,000 people per server on at a time to avoid lag. but there's like hundreds of servers. You can't change your character easily, but they are making it so that you can change characters in 2 weeks' time. So I imagine there will be a way to do it if you pick the wrong server. So ideally, pick one that people play on that you know or you want to play with. Obviously, I'm on PC, the EU server, Naxos. I'll put it on the YouTube, I will, at some point. What's quite cool as well, with the PvP quests that I'm doing at the moment, every faction gets the same PvP quests. So if someone goes to pick up the PvP quest, they have to come to the same spot. So it encourages fighting. So I have to come here and harvest the resources before they do it. So that's what this quest is about, and it's about holding the area as well without being killed. If you do these quests, you get given like faction tokens that you can then use to go and buy stuff, which is really helpful. Yeah, I've got a rapier on the back bar. Headshot. So that's my rapier here. So when I hit the guy, I pushed my combo, then riposte like that. That riposte means if they hit me, I can then stun them if I time it right. And it's like a hard stun. So riposte works really well into kind of mid of a combo because you can counter people trying to stun you to get even more damage on them, which is what I did to that guy. Ice Gauntlet's really good with rapier. I honestly, I did it last time. That stupid animation on the left where it goes orange to the right, it always looks like a bullet shot, and it always makes me go, oh crap, when I see it. Wolf up there. But yeah, no, I got Zerg down when I went to do these quests earlier on. I went to fight one person. I thought there was maybe 2 of them, and there's like 4 or 5. And yeah, 4 or 5 people will kill you very quick. Like you can like run for so far, and then after a while, you just will run out of resources. They also have some really cool kind of takes on a large-scale PvP. So every region has a fortress, and you can basically go and attack them. Like there's no load screens, so like you can literally go and attack the fortresses and stuff when you're flagged for PvP. So last night I was up there, and there was literally like 40-50 people defending this fort with like oils and stuff, and there was us on the front shooting people with guns and stuff trying to get in. It's really fun. Like it was really, really fun. We should probably build a camp as well, actually. Yeah, camps are like mobile spawn points. Really, Mr. Sheep? Really? Stupid sheep. Did you see it? Right, let's chop that tree. Oh, that's mature. We don't want that one. Yeah, all the resources like can be harvested in the world. Right, so we've got that there. That's our spawn point set. But no, every weapon is viable. So a mate of mine was using a bow and arrow, and he was like, "This is terrible." He leveled it up 3 times, and it went from being terrible to being amazing. And he was just like, "This is ridiculous, the damage it's doing." So like he was hitting me for like 700 a shot. It was like 2, maybe 3 hits, and I was dead from full health. It was like so much damage. Alright, let's see fighting over there. He's friendly. Right. We're going to go up this way so we get a better vantage point this time. The last time we went down, we had a really bad vantage point. You're right, Timer. I think it's pronounced. I might have butchered that, so apologies if that's the case. But you know, every weapon seems like effective. Even the lifestyle, which is your healer weapon, that there does damage. So like healers actually do damage to you. I missed that shot, that second shot. me just skin that quick. How are you, Timer? Well, there's iron down there. Don't see people. We'll grab these while we're here. That wolf's burned to death, so that's fine. Yeah, because we've got to go to that hut to get a box from there. To basically get some stuff. So you find people who end up getting sent to the same spots for PvP. And so you end up running into people. Sometimes you don't, and sometimes you literally just get a free run where it's just resources. Oh, I had to miss that shot. If I get this burn shot, this will kill him. There, got him. No, you don't. There we go. Dead. Yeah, it's literally... When I was playing in the beta, it felt like old school RuneBot. Old school kind of RuneScape with the craft system. Like, you get the resources, you refine them, you then use the refined resource to craft something. We're just going to go and just... do I let my health regen slowly, or do I just risk it and walk back? Because we are not far from the base. We'll get into a bush. We'll sit in a bush up here. So at the moment we're hiding in the bush so we can't be seen. Like, our name tag's hidden. So you can make that proper snipers, by the way. Which is why I wanted. Which is why I went for the musket. Which direction's the home? We're just gonna go straight for it. It looks relatively safe. And then you get loads of people just chase you. You just make your character yellow so he blends in. So I'll put, yeah, friendly. But it's nice because, like, if you don't want a PvP, you don't have to. Whereas, you know, like, Rust, for example, is a PvP survival game. But I think a lot of people would just like to play Rust without having to kill each other. And this, you can kind of like do that. You can just kind of do your own thing if you want. And there were people that don't normally PvP on MMOs that I've been playing with, and I've been getting them to the PvP quests, and they're like, it's really fun. I'm like, yeah, I told you. So I told you it's fun, and they're like, I never PvP. I was like, well, now you know what it's like. Oh, if you get killed as well when you have your PvP quests on, they get reset, even if you finish them. Like, you have to actually turn them in to get them finished. It's a green dude. So yeah, like, when you're walking around, you don't know how dangerous it's going to be. I think we're pretty much safe now. Timur? So I'm only glancing at my phone. I'll have a proper look. I'm safe now. I can have a proper look. Looking forward to a comparison of ESO and New World. Yep, pronunciation is Timur. I probably really butchered that. I am dyslexic, so you probably will notice that when I read it takes, obviously, I don't always read it as clear as I probably should do. So I do apologise if I have still messed it up. But no, I do plan to do a comparison between the two games. I think New World has a lot more. If you're a competitive player and you like PvP and you like action combat, where you feel like your actions as a player are impactful, the combat is that. Like everything you do is meaningful. I was doing a expedition earlier, which is like the dungeons of New World. And honestly, it is so hard. Like, it's ridiculous how hard it is. And I'm level 25. Like, I was only doing level 25 dungeon. I'm like, this is really hard. And obviously, it's only going to get harder.
I greet you in reverence.
We turn these in. So we get these tokens, which is like part of the PvP currency. I'm in Naxos. Naxos. Yeah, I'm the Syndicate. There's a war happening tomorrow, by the way. I don't know. I put myself to be into the war, but I need to be selected. So if I get put into it, I'll see if I can stream it. That's at 7:30ish my time tomorrow. And that's where it's like 50v50, like it's big fights. By doing these PvP quests and stuff, you get these tokens for your alliance, which you can buy items. So you if you don't want to craft, you just want to do quests and kill people, you can. Like, you don't actually have to make a crafter, and you can get good stuff still. So that's level 20 gear. Some of the stuff you find is better as well. So, and then once you're done, you can just go take the quests again and just repeat. So it's good. You're straight on the merchant and making bank. I'm on 4,400 gold almost, because I've been doing that. So I literally, the first thing I did was basically level up these and get my engineering up, because I realised that people need tools, or engineering is where you make tools. So I was making like all the steel stuff really early on and selling it for like 50 gold each, which is like loads. And it was really easy to make. Yeah, it's honestly like there's just so much to it. And the whole kind of resource system is like RuneScape. Is he going to flag for PvP? No, he probably isn't. I've just flagged, so if he joined me, he'll flag as well at the moment. You know, he didn't flag for PvP, so I'm safe. Sometimes that happens where you flag and someone flags as well, but they leave just behind you and you don't know they're flagged. So you're walking up here and you just get hit from behind. You're like, what the heck? So I'm patrolling this area. 808, tasty. 1,000 damage. That was a special shot though, that was. So the musket is very good, but you have to aim it. But no, it's nice. Obviously, I'm in the lower levels zone because this is where we have our kind of main base. But because the map isn't claimed, I'll get in a bush quickly and show you. You're advised, man. Because the map isn't claimed fully and people aren't higher levels yet, they're fighting for these. So most people are up here fighting, whereas we're trying to keep this. So this is what we have in our base currently. Blue musket man. Blue musket man. The musket hits really hard though. Look at that. That's just a burn shot as well. But no, I really like the combat on this. And the aiming on this is mad. Like, you have to be pinpoint accurate. No worries, Byro. I hope that helps. And if you do get questions, just message message obviously on Discord or comment on the stream, and I can obviously reply. You're only missing a mount. So I don't think it needs mounts, Wiseman. I really don't. Because I think... Oh, that should have attack. I think if you have mounts, it would really encourage people not to explore the world. And part of... Oh, how did I miss that? Sorry, that was just bad aiming by me. Like, that's how it is so sensitive. Well, you could use the A's off, though, Wiseman. You just choose not to. Am I correct? That I'm assuming you got A's off to use, but you're not using it. I think the solution to it would be, you know, the little faction quest you get. They give you a little bit of A's off for each one, even if it's like 5. That'd be enough to then help for that. Uh, 8 more seconds. Yeah, you know, I do get it. Like, there is a fair chunk of walking. I'm not going to deny that for the moment. I think my concern is how would you balance the mounts though? Are you going to do something like what ESO does? And you shoot the mount and the mount disappears and you get knocked off? You know, because that wouldn't seem realistic, would it? Like, how annoying would it be if you're... Just keep that... This is my one. You didn't even see that big one, did he? Yeah, but like, how annoying would it be if you're out PvPing, yeah? And the mount... You know... When you shoot people, do they fall off their mount? Or does the mount have a health bar that you have to kill and the mount dies? Does the mount die permanently? Do you have to feed the thing? You know, I think if they did, the only way they could get away with it is to have it where it's a PvE thing. So when you're flagged for PvP, you can't use it. That'd be the only way around it. Which I think wouldn't solve the issue for you, would it? Because you want to flag for PvP and kill people. So I don't know how they would fix that. I'll just solve another pickaxe. There's a walking sim. Yeah, I do get it. There is a lot of walking inside it. I'm not going to deny it. It's not as bad as Black Desert. Black Desert's ridiculous. The walking in Black Desert is insane. But I wouldn't say... And to be fair, ESO is similar as well. You got a Pegasus. Fast fucking I can fly. Yeah. So when I played, I didn't want to pay for the stuff because it's obviously quite expensive. But if you think, if you didn't pay for it, the flying and the mountain stuff, you'd have to walk. So yeah, I don't know how they would address it. I know a lot of people have asked for mounts. And I think if you want to kind of keep the PvP balance, mounts can't be used when you're flagged for PvP. That would be the best solution. It also solves all the issues about when someone tries to kill the mount. like real life. So I just think it's just really hard to balance. And it's also about, you know, what speed do you pick for the mount? Is it double walking speed? Is it triple walking speed? If it's triple walking speed, how are you going to knock somebody off the mount without range weapons? Like, it's all these things which, with PvP being such a focus, which is good, I don't know how you'd balance it. If you've got any ideas, what you would do to kind of make it work, like, I'm all ears. But I'm struggling to see kind of how you could balance it in a way that would be meaningful and feel like actually you are getting a mount. We killed a couple of people earlier while we were doing these quests. One sec, just checking it's safe around here. Hit the wood in front. Dead. Look how quick that kill was. That was so fast. This is so fast. It's a good little combo, like this musket and rapier. Because I've got the range to get that really nasty burn shot on them straight away. I'll have a look at the message as well in a sec, Wiseman. Now that the quests are done, try not to die. You know, that's like the next thing. Because you can get zerged quite hard on this. I love the range on the musket. Like, look how far you can shoot. It's incredible. At some point, I hate PvP in New World. Is that because you're going out solo and you've been zerged? Because that is frustrating. I completely get that. But it's frustrating in ESO as well. I like the look of the outpost rush. Where basically it's kind of like... Yeah. Try harding you down, savage. You should do it in a group if you're worried about that. I know what you mean though. I've had it. I've had it like where you've been by the town as well and someone just waits there trying to gank you. It's not as bad as it in the betas. Yeah, I'm safe now. There's two of them there. Yeah, there's no way I was going to survive two when I've got the quest here to turn in. And so your idea was craft food to restore health. A mount can be killed and respawn in the closest keep, or if you hit the guy on the mount, he instantly falls down. I think the food idea, you need to feed them, and you could have it where they only get kept at the fort for PvP. Or in the town, have it you kept in one of those places, or you keep it at your house. Maybe there's, if they add it like rather than houses, they add stables that you buy a stable slot. That would work. So like you buy a stable slot, and you have to pay tax to keep it in there. And then when you die, the horse always goes to that stable.
I greet you in reverence, fellow
But I think it's just to be hard however they do it. 7k tokens. What are the? How much is that written down here? Germany want more than enough taxes. No, thank you. 5k, 1,000 gold. That's oof. But let's melt the stuff I got. You have to pay a lot of dog taxes. Dog tax. That's mad. I can understand like public liability insurance. So like if the dog bit somebody, you'd have to be insured for that. That makes sense. But if it's just a tax to be able to keep a dog, that seems a bit, yeah. But then I guess at the same time, if you are using parks and stuff, if you're using parks, public services with the dog, you are kind of using the public stuff. It is to make money, that's the main thing. Almost 106 smithing, by the way. I just want to keep a little bit of iron. 106 smithing. Yeah, that happens in the UK. If a dog bites somebody, the dog gets put down. Yeah, the gun, 456 plus that. It's just loads of damage. My health is so low, I should probably put some in health actually. But I feel like at one point I get in 44 constitution from my armor. So that's why I'm hitting really hard. Like, I'm really squishy, but I hit really hard. So yeah. What level are you anyway in the game? Are you not on? No, you're not on yet. I'm going to go and try and do some crafting, I think. Because I want to get this up. It's 73, I need to go up more. So, I need to get, for my fishing rod scam, I've got loads of that. I just need wood. So I'm going to go get some lumber. What do you need for lumber? You're on? Oh, my thing didn't say you're on. The friends list is bugged, see? Like, you have to scroll down to find them. Yo. Lumber is just aged wood and timber. Timber is green wood. I've got lots of timber. I need to get those mature trees now. Would you say it's better than ESO at launch, Dan? Yeah. I played ESO at launch, Jay. I played ESO in beta. I played ESO at launch. When ESO came out as well, I had a good PC, so it wasn't anything to do with like having an iffy PC and going, the experience isn't great. ESO at launch was really bad. I think the big issue I had with ESO was that... Oh, my PvP's on. Let me turn it off, because I actually want to just farm trees. One sec. Everything in ESO when it launched was awful. Like, the skills didn't work properly. It was laggy. They weren't responsive. The areas were zoned, so you couldn't go and explore. I quit after 2 weeks on ESO. Yeah, when ESO first came out. I played for 2 weeks. I brought a PC. I did. Played for 2 weeks. And yeah, I realised not for me. I then started playing ESO again when it launched on console. I started playing on Xbox. And at that point, they did change a lot. So yeah, I honestly think New World is in a much better place at launch than ESO was at launch. And I think it sounds daft, but if you compare New World to how like New World right now to how ESO is right now, there isn't a big difference between the two games actually. And you go, well, you know, New World's a brand new MMO. It's been in development for years, for sure. But feature-wise, it has a lot of stuff already in the game that ESO took years to get, and it has no lag. And there's no load screens. Like it is so mad going across the map from here to like down here and not have a single load screen. You can go across the entire world. It's insane. So yeah, I think New World has done an awful lot right. Now there are issues with it. Yeah, I'm not going to sugarcoat it. I think the big issue I think New World has is the lack of guidance from new players. When you get the game, you get thrown into this massive world, and there is a story, there is a lore, there is quests, and it's voice acted and stuff. But there's also text that you have to read, and unfortunately, people just skip over the text a lot of the time, so they don't know what they're doing. They don't know where they need to go, and so you can end up in situations where you go, "What do I need to do next?" or "Where do I go?" Yeah, I plan to do PvP videos and also videos for like PvE stuff too. So for example, I found some spots where if you're interested in like trade skills, I got my harvesting to level 70 in about an hour. I did. About an hour, maybe 2 hours. It was really fast. I got my tanning and tracking to level 80 in about 40 minutes. So there's like certain spots that if you go to the right place, you can level up incredibly fast. And I think with crafting being such a big part of this game, whether you do it or somebody else does it, I think a lot of people need to know about it. Oh, Lily's there. And I will make PvP videos. So I've been toying around with like weapon combination ideas. I found the bow was disgusting for damage. This one here. So the bow, you get these passives. You get 30% heavy attack damage there. That's like your execute. You get 30% there, 20% from long range, that's 50%. 20% if they're full health, which they do normally, so that's now 70%. 20% because you normally ambush them, so that's now 90%. If it's a headshot, that's now 10%, that's 100%. If you get this passive, that's another 20%. So it's 120% bonus damage. On top of a fully drawn bow is 170% bonus damage. So you basically get 270% damage on your bow. And you can modify that with arrows. So I was messing around with my mate. He was level 14 and I was 23. And he was hitting me for like 700 arrows. He was, with just one arrow. It was like doing like a third of my health bar with one shot. So he was going heavy attack bow into rapid shot, and it would literally take like most of my health bar. So if I didn't like dodge it and stuff, I'll be open to be killed by another weapon or a follow-up. And so there's like loads of little nuances that you can do, which I really like want to make videos to kind of show people that. So like for example, on my musket, I'm using powder shot always because it burns people, and when they burn, you do more damage to them. So I shoot this first, which is a dot. I get a 12% damage boost on the people that I attack. And because it's always loaded in the gun, you can preload it. So that way, if I miss the shot, I can put another one in just to try and get it. And it really helps with my follow-up damage. So that's how I can open up on somebody and hit them really hard within a couple shots. I am though deciding on how do I do the format. Whether I go with my ESO format where I do gameplay in the back and the build on a part of the screen, or as an overlay or something. Or do I do a bit where it's here's the build and here's the gameplay, and I need to kind of decide how I lay that out. Oh, tree there. So if anybody has any ideas how it would look, I'd be curious to see. To the question of Ice Gauntlet and Fire Staff, it's a very good build. I think what's nice is this Ice Gauntlet has loads of sustain with this passive. 3 light attacks give you mana back, and crits give you mana back. So it's a really good way to sustain, as well as Entombed, which is like if you run a Magicka, cast this, you get full Magicka back really fast. So this lets you basically pay for these skills quite easily. I think it really suits your kind of sit at the back and AoE build. So if you want to AoE an area and damage lots of people, that's probably where it really shines. And it also shines at trapping people. So if you can lure somebody into an area and you chuck the ice wall and then the ice storm, you can then switch to fire staff and do another AoE, and you can really burn somebody down. But you just have to be careful with mana. Like, you are completely reliant on using this for sustain. Like, you have to use this. It's not an option. Or you will run out of resources. Yeah, I found. I think a lot of people did it. I used it on the open beta, Ice Gauntlet and Rapier, and that was phenomenal. Because you have in the Rapier this skill called Flurry. So this is like really, really crazy damage. Let me find something to kill quickly. The one time you want to kill something, there's nothing about. What you can do, which I would suggest considering, is more of a kind of later game playstyle. And if you haven't got the game yet, you'll probably be able to do it. I'd go with something like an Ice Gauntlet and a Life Staff, which sounds really daft. But what you can do is you can convert some of the damage of the Life Staff to scale with intelligence. So you can end up having... So you can obviously focus either like on focus or intelligence and put a gem on to make one of them scale the other way. So what a lot of people are doing is pump focus for the healing and then put on the gem that makes the Ice Gauntlet scale with focus better. So you end up getting really good heals and you have pretty good damage. It's not the best damage, but your healing's so high it's really hard to kill you. And you've got all the kind of damage and the control of the Ice Gauntlet, so it works really good as kind of a battle healer. But you need to have a special gem to make it work. But I think, honestly, I think every weapon's viable. There hasn't been a weapon that I've gone, that's, crap. There's weapons that don't suit my playstyle. That's for sure. But it doesn't mean they're not good. Yeah, I think we're going to just buy this aged wood next time. It takes a while to farm. Yeah, I was looking for trees with no leaves. They're the aged trees. Yeah, reflective warden, that's funny. To be fair, I think a lot of the builds that I've made Zoss have really nerfed. I don't know whether that's just coincidence or not. Because I made the block tank thing, which was stupid. Then the mistform tank thing, that got gutted, completely destroyed. That did. They butchered mistform. So they ruined that, which was really depressing. Then I made snipers, and then they changed how sniper works. Now snipers aren't any near as good as they used to be. I wouldn't be surprised if they change how cloak damage works in a couple patches, because the damage on cloak is like from cloak is really high. So have you got a new world yet, Jay, or is that something you're thinking of getting then? You're playing level 15. What do you make of it? You got bored of ESO. Yeah. Yeah. So I didn't find the combat clunky. I think the combat's very position dependent. It's kind of that in ESO and a lot of MMOs is they give you that kind of, you do an action and you can just kind of stop mid action. You go, oh no, I don't want to do that anymore. ESO is particularly notorious for that. So I think the weapon, I haven't had massive issues with the weapon swapping. I think it does take time. So it depends on what weapons you have. I know the fire stuff takes a while to get out. We're looking for more trees. But yeah, the ice gauntlet, do I have one on me? Yeah, that's not on sale. Let me just... No, it's got a little animation that has to play. It switches somewhat okay. So... I can use it straight away when I switch. That's my bullet. That's my ice gauntlet. It does bug out your textures though, look at that. Is that I haven't had issues with it myself, but what I have done, it might help you. If you go into your settings and put on swap active weapons to just one button, so that really helped. So rather than having like weapon 1, weapon 2, it was just I push the button and it just swaps. And that seemed to help. Yeah, honestly, it makes it so much easier. It's like, you know, with ESO, you just have bar swap. I don't honestly get, I don't get why they have weapon slot 1 and weapon slot 2 as 2 separate buttons. It makes no sense. Because if there's only 2 options, you just swap between them. So there's always only... Do you know what I mean? You're either on bar 1 or you're on bar 2. If you're on bar 1, you push the swap bar, you go to bar 2. If you're on bar 2, you push the button, you go to bar 1. I don't know why they need to have 2 buttons for it. I wonder whether they were thinking of adding more weapon slots for people. And maybe that's like something they changed. Because that's the only thing I can think of why they would have left that like that. Because it makes no sense. From kind of a user sort of perspective, having something that you don't actually need just creates unnecessary confusion. So maybe there were going to be 3 weapon slots you could have, or number 3 would be for something else, but then they made it for potions. So I don't get why they've done that. Just seems like a wasted button. See, yeah, I don't think... So what I've noticed is it's not kind of... the combat isn't rotation based, like in ESO, in World of Warcraft, in Guild Wars. In most MMOs, it's kind of a set rotation you do. You do this skill, then you do this skill, then you do this skill, and then you cycle it back again. It's kind of that. With New World, what I've noticed is that the skills aren't like that. They're kind of more like ultimates from ESO. That basically they are very impactful abilities when used correctly and at the right time. And so if you use them well, you're going to get a really big advantage. And so I think that's what it really comes down to. It comes down to kind of, but you're but sitting duck if you don't. Yeah, but that's the kind of combat that a lot of PvP players like. If you think of Call of Duty, for example, it's that kind of when you are using your dad ready Weissman savage. When you're using your gun, almost good level 30. Oh, that's good. If you run out of ammo and you've got to reload, that's the counter window in like shooter games. It's always like about position and stuff, and so this kind of tries to have that feel that when you are trying to fight somebody, your position is really important. Your aim is really important, whether it's melee or range. And then if they're important so far, they've made the skills equally as important. Now, in all honesty, what they could do is probably, if they want to have it more spammy, where the skills get used more frequently, just half the cooldown on skills and half the potency on them. And then you could then use the skills much more frequently. You get the same DPS, but you would have less burst. And for me, I like the skills being really impactful, rather than just something you keep spamming again and again. It's a good little spot for these mature trees, isn't it? Yeah, the A's off on the tools, by the way, incredibly useful. This is what it's called, look. A 37% chance to get A's off as you mine. It's so helpful. Because you do something like this, where you just, like, I just need to get some wood. And you end up getting like 20, 30 A's off. I would say yes, actually. Oh, missed that shot. I think the issue is that you run into issues where the more skills you have, the more micromanaging it becomes. So you need to have that kind of balance between enough skills where you've got choices, but also that they are impactful. Now, I think having a fourth wouldn't hurt, in all honesty. But because the animations have to play, I don't think it's going to make much difference to what people kind of do with them. I'm assuming you're not, though, Weissman. Jay, sorry. So what? I like that you have to use food. So the travel rations are good. I don't know if you're using these or not. But when you eat one, it gives you very small health regen for 20 minutes. So this is really good between fights, because you just heal as you walk around. But I like that you can't do everything on this. Like Elder Scrolls Online is really good in that. There's a big group here. Weissman. I see them. There's 4 of them. There's no way you're going to kill that many. Oh, dead trees. Yep. Yeah, Weissman's so dead. You need to turn left and right, mate. You don't want to run straight. You want to zigzag. Oh, there's somebody coming from the left as well. This was the end of Eisman. I'm waiting for it. There he is. There he's dead. There you go. He got zerged down. Good and proper there. Tactical superiority. Yeah, I think the mob spawning is quite fast. I'm not going to deny that for the moment. Let me grab that. Oh, no, I mean it's called a riposte, Weisman. So when you cast it, you enter that defensive stance. I've been killed with throwing knights. It hits hard. The gravity well's annoying, but that's because I play a range build. So as soon as I get pulled into melee range, I am really squishy, which makes sense. You know, I'm not designed to be bulky. I shouldn't be in the middle of the combat. I should be at the side picking people off. That's what this build's made for. And then if anybody comes near me, I have this rapier to help defend myself in that close call, like close one-on-one. But when it's like 2-on-1 with melee, I'm not going to win. To the thing that I was saying, Jay, Elder Scrolls Online and a lot of MMOs kind of have this approach that you should be able to do everything yourself. Heal, tanks, stay alive, do damage. World of Warcraft has it somewhat, but certain classes are better for certain things. So like, that makes sense. Guild Wars, similar sort of thing, that you can kind of do a lot of the things on all classes. You kind of got like a base set of stuff, but some are better at like specific things. With this, it's kind of, if you want to be a healer, you need to be a healer. Like you can't be a healer and a damage dealer and a tank. Like you're just going to do it badly. And I like that. It's nice to know that when you actually attack someone, you get them low health, they can't bounce back quickly because their potion's on cooldown. So it comes much more on positioning and moving. And it makes healers really impactful. Like if a healer's in a group, it's really noticeable. Whereas in ESO, you don't really notice a healer much, to be honest. Especially in PvE. And the potions will get better as well. You've got to bear in mind that you're probably, like most people, are using the very basic potions. Because that's what you have access to currently. But as you get higher and you get potions that have bigger health, bigger healing amounts, potions that have health regens on them, you'd have much more passive healing just from pots. And then you can put your food on as well and have better food that would have more passive health regen and more stat boosts. Oh, I think the graphics are way better than ESO. I think it's a nicer looking game. I like the style. It looks more detailed. So this is on high, but even if you put it onto low, he'll walk to me again. I always mess my things up. But even on low, the game looks very similar to this. Like low New World looks better than high ESO. It's gone for a more kind of natural coloured scheme, whereas ESO is much more saturated, I think. So like this looks more kind of dull and lifelike, whereas ESO is really vibrant and colourful, which is like clearly a video game. That's my take on it. Obviously, people always see pictures and colours and stuff slightly differently, but that's what it feels like to me. It feels like this is more kind of lifelike, or tries to be, whereas ESO is much more vibrant in your face. Yeah, cheers for that, Jay. I will be putting some videos out on New World, but I didn't want to like put videos out without playing it enough to go, this is actually what I think of it. I've played it on. I played it every day this week for like most of the day because I've been off work with COVID. So I've been able to actually get on and just try stuff out, try the craft and try the PvP, try the questing. So that way I can go, actually, no, it's actually a good game. There's issues, but I think it's got a lot of potential going forward. But yeah, no, cheers for dropping in. Have a good evening. Yeah. Well, I've learned something, Wiseman. I'm not chopping trees anymore. It's tedious. I need to find something that's like a quick get rich scheme. There's star metal. Oh no, it's a river. Sorry. Oh, that's the water mine and rock. Where are you anyway, Wiseman? Are you fact for PvP still? No, you are, okay. I was going to travel back to the town. So yeah, big rip. The load screens aren't bad, are they? It's called Everfull. Right, let's process all that. We need to get some more sandpaper. Walk back. I think I might need to shoot off, to be fair, though, because it is very late where I am. But we should do some drawing. Alright. Oh, I've got my sandpaper. It's so expensive. You should like speculate to accumulate on this, it feels like. I'm going to tell you that. We're level 100 woodworking. We can now refine ryewood planks. We'll make some more fishing rods. I'll make 9 of those. 15 of those. I I'll put 3 on it. And put 3 in there. Okay. 45 times 9 is 450 almost, basically. Yeah. Want to use that on there? No, not. Right, we'll make these and see what we get. Let's see how lucky we get with these. So, got the fishing rods, good level up. Well, that's a great one, that is. Got a blue one. Another blue one. Oh, these blue ones must be good. Moon's Reach. Lucky day, salt medium boost to catch larger fish in saltwater. That's a good one. 15% in saltwater. That's really good, that fishing rod. We're level 78 on this, which means I can make this. Let's buy 1 void metal. We'll make a new gun. Right, we're going to sell these fishing rods. And I think we'll have to call it there, guys. Because it is almost midnight where I am. I'm sure we'll see a vitamin here at some point as well. But yeah, if you get any questions between kind of now and probably tomorrow, because I will be streaming tomorrow, then let me know, obviously on YouTube or in the Discord. But I'm going to just call it here. So I'm going to say thanks for each and everyone that's watched this long. And obviously, I hope you enjoyed it. Take care. Thanks for watching, and bye.